Okay, we're going to give our character the ability to shoot. So you can find a GIF, like a fireball or a bullet or something that you want to shoot from the internet. I'm just going to draw my own little bullet, and it's just going to be a simple line. So I'm going to go down to choose a sprite. I'm actually going to paint a sprite. And I'm going to paint a simple, just a dash, I guess, just a red line. Or let's make it a rectangle that is red with a red outline. And I'm just going to do a simple dash like that. That's going to be my little bullet or my little laser that my cat shoots. It is pretty big, as you can see over here. So I'm just going to go down to the size, and I'll make that maybe half the size. That's better. Okay. So there's the bullet that I'm going to be shooting, or the laser. Let's call it the laser. We're going to give it a script or a code. And the first thing I want it to do is, when the green flag is clicked, I want it to hide. I don't want it to be there, because it looks kind of weird having a bullet just sitting there floating. So we want it to hide. So if I start my game, it is no longer there. Okay. We do want it to show though. So we're going to grab that out, but when do we want it to show? So we're going to do a new script for our bullet still. So when the green flag is clicked, forever, if, then, sensing, key, space pressed. So this is the button that you need to choose for shooting. So I might, I think my jump is the up arrow, so I might use space as my shooting button. You can choose any button you want. So if the space key is pressed, before my bullet shows, it needs to go to, I want the bullet to start wherever my cat is. So if my cat is over here, the bullet needs to go where he is. So I'm going to go into a block under the motion tab called go to. And it says go to random position. I'm actually going to select go to. I want the bullet to go to my cat, which is called sprite 1. And then I want it to show. Let's see what happens. So if I'm over here, when I press the space button, my bullet should show where I am. Perfect. That's where it shows from. But we don't want it to just show there. We also want it to move towards that direction, like it's being fired. So after it shows, I want it to move at a certain speed. Which direction do I want it to move? I want it to move or point in the direction right, which is this direction. And I'm going to get it to repeat that. Just repeating those two parts there. So make sure that the repeat is around point and direction and move 10 steps. So it looks just like that. Let's see what that does. So if I go over here and shoot, cool. Okay, it's a bit slow, so I might just increase the speed that it moves. That's the steps block, so I might go 20. And I might make the laser go a bit further than that. I might make it go 30. Let's see what happens now. There we go. Now, as you can see, it's just sitting there. It's still there. So after it's moved, we want it to hide. So we just grab the hide block. We put it right here. It's very important that that does not go there, or it doesn't go there. It needs to go, if you follow this repeat block, underneath that repeat block. Right there. So let's see what happens now. Perfect, it's gone. And that is how you create shooting. Now if you're clever, you could actually make one button to shoot right, and you can make another button that actually shoots the other direction. So you'd make another script just like this, but for a different button to go in a different direction. And if you're really clever, you could actually make it shoot in the direction you're facing. But that's pretty much the basics of shooting.